On the other hand, the president is also presenting this fight with ABS-CBN as part of his battle against the so-called oligarchs.
That's right. That's right.
Do you think this is a valid? I'm among the massa. I think that still resonates now.
Yes,
whatever you
very
say,
much, very
no, I
much
think
still
it's
resonates.
this fight with the very rich. I think contributed to his 87%
Exactly.
approval rating at the end of the year.
Exactly. That's
In
why.
his third year.
Exactly. That's why I was saying the way it's going to be decided should take into consideration. The main consideration would be the president's popularity.
Yeah, and all those politicians who are defending will also think about this 87%
That's right.
approval rating president.
During the campaign, President Duterte was also very vocal already about his fight against oligarchs. But on the other hand, I would like...
2016 campaign.
Yeah, during the campaign, during the elections. But I would like to note that there are also people who see that his fight against oligarchs might be hypocritical or double standards. Of course, there's already allegations of his own kind of crony capitalism, or him building his own oligarchs. And with all due respect, of course, to these personalities, but people who have been associated with him and are alleged to be in his own circle, that he's attacking certain oligarchs, but creating new ones like, let's say, Dennis Uy or the Villars. These are concerns for the president to build his credibility on the oligarchy issue. Specifically as to ABS-CBN, so far, from what I have seen, I don't think the narrative is selling. From the president's standpoint, he's saying, oh, they're evading taxes, there are things that ABS-CBN didn't do well. But from social media, from word of mouth, it's not as strong as from what I've seen in relation, on the other hand, with Maynilad and Manila Water. On that issue, I think the president was able to sell the narrative stronger. But with ABS, he has to sell it more before I think it can work to retain his credibility for his popularity.
Kasi they're entertained not like water. Water does not entertain you. You do get pissed when you don't get it.
And I think he built the case
Hindi nila
credibly.
masyadong naiintindihan yung sa ABS-CBN franchise. Ito tubig, syempre, araw-araw.
And we had that
ginagamit
shortage
mo.
last year. That was terrible time.
Price increase. I think with the water issue, the basis, the case was there. Even me, as a critic of the administration, I actually applaud what President Duterte did because we were able to save money. The water companies pledged not to charge anymore or pursue the big win they had in the arbitration, which is in the billions. So I have to give credit to the administration there. It's very easy for the people to believe, okay, that's an action man. President Duterte's political will made it happen. On the other hand, with ABS, what's the charge? What's the oligarch corruption or moves that they did? It's not as clear. President Duterte saying tax evasion or the political ads were unfairly non-shown, but the evidence is not being seen by the public, so it's not as resonant.
And the tax evasion is not even being used significantly. Perhaps there's not enough evidence to show that, no?
Precisely.
But if you insist on some of the advertisements and not shown by ABS-CBN, then that for me is not going to hold enough, which is a moral suasion.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, he won.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but I want to ask before we go into Agap, one more question. We've been talking about oligarchs for the last 3 years with such intensity. I'm wondering whether people have a grasp of what an oligarch really is.
Well, they have a grasp, at least in terms of the limited choices that we have in our phones, in choice of what you see on TV. No, of course, you have cable now, but in terms of source of information, no, there's so much fake news precisely because you have very limited space for legitimate journalism. No, so in other words, the people understands exactly the character of the political economy of the country.
I would say people have a general, vague idea of what an oligarch is. The rich getting richer because of their political connections. That's their general idea. But how it operates, like specifically for us in the academe, regulatory capture, the ins and outs of politics and business intermingling, they would leave it to the experts. But they know when they see someone who is aligned with a politician and who got richer because of that administration's term.